Okay, I have an article right here from boxing scene.com, and it goes on to say, could the Crawford fight be next for Errol Spence? They go on to say in this article that Errol Spence went on to say that, you know, he's all about fighting the best, but he said you can have a legacy and be broke too. I'm about keeping my faculties, keeping my brain, and leaving out the game with my money, my brain, and my body intact, you know. And sometimes it's just not the right time for the business side of things to be done. And I understand what Errol is saying. A lot of boxers leave with a plush legacy and no money, you know. And I take it that's probably the aim and the angle that Al Heyman comes at them with. Like, you know, you can't always thinking about be giving what the fans want, because the fans don't care about you. They'll be on to the next one, you know. And in the meantime, you're stuck with all these ailments and brain damage and whatnot, but you don't have no money to show for it. But that's not what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to make sure that you're taken care of beyond boxing. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. But just like I said in my other videos, that's cool if that's what you want to do. I understand it. I may not condone it, but I do understand it. And at the end of the day, everything is about family and taking care of your family and being around for your family. Yes, boxing is great. Yes, being a champion is great. Living out your dream is great. But the true enjoyments of life, ultimately, in the end, comes from your family. So I get that. But as long as these Heyman fighters understand, like I said before, that comes with a price. So Errol Spence made it clear he's more concerned about how he leaves the boxing game and his finances than his legacy. Hey, to each his own. But the thing is about Al Heyman's plan, you can't have a legacy and you can't have a plush boxing career and all that stuff and be following the Al Heyman plan. The Al Heyman plan is designed on taking no chances or little chances as possible. Just look how that panned out for the Charlo twins. Look how that panned out for Deontay Wilder. Yeah, Deontay Wilder is regretting that right now. He finally seen the error of his ways. He really thought he could get away with fighting bums this entire time. And Al and his team told him it was cool. Right? Now he's stuck in a predicament, you know, and it's unfortunate. But with that being said, Errol Spence goes on to say that the fight should happen late 2021, 2020. And this is what I'll say about that, and I've already said it. If this fight does not happen next year, I don't want to see the fight. Because I understand the Al Heyman format. You know, you only fight damaged fighters, fighters over the hill, fighters coming up 2 weight classes, fighters with existing injuries you know about, and fighters on their way out the game. Boxers fighting in their prime is a rarity, you know. But once again, I got to bring up Regis Prograis, Josh Taylor. You know, like that's an example of the best fighting in their prime. And that's why this fight, I'm more interested to see this fight than any other current fight right now. It's Regis Prograis, Josh Taylor, Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua, Comey, and Lopez, and Harrison and Charlo. Those are the only fights that I most care about seeing at this point. You know, but I get it. But like I said, at the same time, if that's what you're doing, you're going to have to chillax on this. You think you the best, you think you this, and you think you that. I get it. Errol Spence wants to go around and collect all his money before he runs into the man who fucks up the money. See, they don't want to fight Terence Crawford because Terence Crawford fucks up the money. You know, so let him go around and collect all and get all his worth out of his boxing career. I get it, Earl. Go get all those high paydays, and then you're saying at the end you'll fight Terence Crawford. I get it, you know. But the problem is, if you wait a little bit beyond that, I don't want you fighting Terence Crawford while he's not in his prime, even though he's on his way out of his prime. Him and Lomachenko are really supposed to be in their declining stages right now. But it just goes to show you, you can keep having this format and keep following the Al Haymon plan, but it's not fail proof, because what if what happened to Anthony Joshua happens to Errol Spence this weekend? What if what happens to Anthony Joshua happens to Terence Crawford? Then what? It loses money, just like the Deontay Wilder fight. The Wilder Anthony Joshua fight. It's lost its luster. It lost its shine. It lost its interest. As you see, Deontay Wilder has drowned into the abyss. He almost is back to non-existent status. Who talks about him? Just think about all those people who say, I love Wilder. Wilder's the man. Wilder's the man. How many videos have they made about Wilder? Do they even talk about Wilder now? Is Wilder such a defining factor now? No. You don't hear nothing about Wilder. People forgot that Wilder even exists. So you can go ahead and wait, but it's a gamble. And if you're going to do that, don't expect me to look back on you like I look on Roy Jones, like I look on Andre Ward, or like I look on everybody else. You guys are not going to have that. I'm going to dub this the softest boxing era I have ever seen. That's what I'm going to dub it. And those who are doing things and moving and shaking, they're going to stand out. You know what I'm saying? The people like Terence Crawford is going to stand out to me without the resume, as some people might say, because I see who he's pursuing. He's not scared of none of y'all. He's not scared of losing. He's not scared of none of that. That's what you guys are scared of. So certain people will stand out for the stuff that they did. You know, hell, Adrian Broner even stands out to me for just having heart. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't support or if I don't praise Adrian Broner for anything, let's give Adrian Broner that credit. Okay? Give him the credit. This man will fight anybody. He will fight anybody. And he continues to sell while having a loss. You know, so I get it. But once again, once you become a Haymanite and you start speaking at Alahamic, you have to understand no legacy is going to come behind that. Yeah, you'll walk away with money. You will. You will walk away with money. But that's all you're going to walk away with. And if you're cool with that exchange, then I'm cool with that exchange, you know. But don't get mad, or your fan base shouldn't get mad, if I put you in a proper perspective. And, you know, that's just my thoughts on it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Bruce Vane, I'm out.